Hello viewers, in this video you are going to learn about cytoplasm. Here we are going to see cytoplasm structure, its components, movements which are shown by cytoplasm, functions of cytoplasm, finally summary. In a plant cell, both nucleus and cytoplasm together called as protoplasm. That protoplasm is bounded by plasma membrane or cell membrane. About plasma membrane and protoplasm, we have learned in our previous video. Now, it is time to learn about cytoplasm. Cyto means cell and plasma means fluid. So simply, the fluid content which is present in cell is said to be as cytoplasm. If we see the definition of cytoplasm, cytoplasm is the semi-fluid substance which is present between cell membrane and nuclear membrane. It is a transparent, viscous, colorless fluid and it mainly composed of water, proteins, fats and some inorganic materials. This cytoplasm is made of different components such as cytosol, cytoskeleton, organelles and cytoplasmic inclusions. Let us learn about these four components in detail. First one, cytosol. Cytosol is the gel-like substance which surrounds the various cell organelles in a cell. It is also called as ground plasm or intracellular fluid. Next one, cytoskeleton. It is a network of proteinaceous filaments in cytoplasm. This cytoskeleton is made of three major components. They are microfilaments, intermediate filaments, and microtubules. Let us see the cytoskeleton of an eukaryotic cell in detail. The microtubules are the polymers of tubulin proteins. Polymers means long chains. So, long chains of tubulin proteins. And these are the largest cytoskeleton fibers. These microtubules helps in cytoplasmic streaming or cyclosis. Cytoplasmic streaming means the movements which are shown by cytoplasm. About cyclosis or cytoplasmic streaming we will see later. And these microtubules also helps in transportation of water and ions. Microfilaments are polymers of actin proteins and helps in movement of the cell and also maintains the cell shape. Due to these microfilaments, WBC cells move to the site of infection and destroy the pathogen. And intermediate filaments helps in maintain the structure of the cell. Here in this picture, nucleus is shown in blue color, microtubules are in green color and microfilaments are in red color. Another component of cytoplasm, cytoplasmic inclusions. These inclusions are small particles of insoluble substances which are suspended in cytosol. These are non-living and are not bounded by any membrane. Stored nutrients, secretory products and pigment granules are considered as the cytoplasmic inclusions. Example, starch and glycogen, etc. Glycogen granules we can found in liver and muscle cells. Up to now, we have seen three components of cytoplasm. They are cytosol, cytoskeleton and cytoplasmic inclusions. Next, another important component, organelles. Simply, little organs. In eukaryotic cells, there are different cell organelles present to perform different functions. These are membrane bounded structures. Some important cell organelles are here. Mitochondria. It helps in production of energy in the form of ATP. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. Next, endoplasmic reticulum. It helps in lipid and protein synthesis. Another important cell organelle, chloroplast. This chloroplast absorbs light and prepare food in the form of glucose. Next, Golgi complex. It is the site where proteins modified, packaged and transported to other destination points in the cell. Lysosomes and peroxisomes are also some of the important cell organelles. They are the sacs which contains the digestive enzymes. So up to now we have seen cytoplasmic components like cytosol, cytoskeleton and cytoplasmic inclusions, finally organelles. This cytoplasm shows some movements around vacuoles is known as cytoplasmic streaming or cyclosis. These cytoplasmic movements are of two types, rotation and circulation. You can observe here in this picture, chloroplast can be seen traveling around the central vacuole of a cell. Here flow means that the cytoplasm is moving inside the cell. It is not stationary. Let us see what is rotation. It is the unidirectional movement of cytoplasm around the vacuole. Either it is clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. This movement we can observe in the cells of hydrophytes like Hydrilla and Vallisneria. Another movement of cytoplasm is circulation. Here the cytoplasm move in multidirectional way in a zigzag manner. We can observe this type of movement in staminal hairs of Rhodioscholor plant. Let us see the functions of cytoplasm. Here in this cytoplasm, some important chemical reactions occurs. For example, glycolysis. Glyco means glucose, lysis means breakdown. Glycolysis means breakdown of glucose molecules. It helps in the production of energy. And some important amino acids, sugars are also stored here. Because of the presence of cytoskeleton, it maintains particular shape and it gives suitable environment for organelles to proper function. And most of the proteins are synthesized in the cytoplasm. Let us revise or recall about the cytoplasm. So, cytoplasm is the semi-fluid content which is present in the cell between cell membrane and nuclear membrane. This cytoplasm is made of different components such as cytosol, cytoskeleton, organelles and cytoplasmic inclusions. So, cytosol is the fluid content which is present in the cell. Cytoskeleton is the network of protein fibers. It gives the shape and support to the cell. Cytoplasmic inclusions are the intracellular non-living substances and are not bounded with any membrane. And inclusions are simply stored nutrients, secretory products and pigment granules. Cytoplasmic organelles also called as simply little organs, and these are present in cytoplasm of the cell. Some examples of cell organelles are mitochondria, chloroplast, ribosomes, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum and lysosomes. Cytoplasm shows some movements. Those movements we can call as the cytoplasmic streaming or cyclosis. It is of two types, rotation and circulation. Rotation we can observe in the hydrophytes like Hydrilla and Vallisneria. Circulation we can observe in the staminal hairs of Rhodioscholor plant. Thank you viewers. Okay viewers, that's it for now. Thank you for watching our video. Please hit the like button if you like our video, and if you want to give any suggestion or need any specific topic to be explained in our next video, please mention it in the comment section. We will be uploading more videos through our channel every Sunday or Monday. So please subscribe to our channel to get the regular updates.